Winter is upon us, a time when the days get shorter and the nights get longer. And with the setting sun, they awaken. Lexington, also known as Lex, is the smallest member of the Manhattan Gargoyle clan. He's been often shown to be eager, analytical, and outgoing, and upon occasion, impatient. What he lacks in size and strength compared to the others, he definitely makes up for with his speed and brilliance. He was the quickest to adapt to the technologies of the modern age and has become the clan's unofficial tech head. We have Disney's Gargoyles Lexington with Stinger crossbow. Now as far as show accuracy goes, he's fairly show accurate. He's a little bit taller than what he should be. I mean, he comes up to about Broadway's chin, where he should actually be coming up to his waist, but what can you do? I mean, you can't have it 100% show accurate. However, the nice cartoony sculpt on them really makes it look like they kind of popped right out of the cartoon, to an extent. Now, he has very limited articulation. Granted, this whole toy line did, and I really wish that they had a lot more, like in the elbows and the knees, and maybe even in the wrists, but his head can only move side to side, and his arms only move up and down. He has this little wing flapping action that makes his legs go back side to side, but that's about it. Granted, he is one of those harder toys to pull off, because if you remember the show, his wings were attached to his arms, so I never really knew how they were going to do that. I thought maybe they would have some fabric that would attach to here, and it could just bend and mold, or maybe a softer piece of plastic, but they decided to go with his wings that are kind of static and positioned up here. You can see that they're just kind of have these little spring actions in here, and they're just molded into the back right here, so it just will flap back open. I do apologize, his tail broke off, and I tried looking for it, but I was not able to find it. It actually had this little tiny ball joint, and you could see how thin the plastic was that was holding it on there. Thankfully, he's not one of those characters that actually needs it to stand up. His legs, even though they should be in like that arched position, they are kind of flat, so he stands rather well. Now the weapon that he came with was a crossbow, although they never really used that in the show, and I kind of like the design of this. I mean, it looks very medieval and really bolted together. You can see all the little rivets on there. You can see that the string is made out of chain, and he has this nice, well, it's almost kind of a gargoyle-ish shaped head, but it says yellow missile. That I actually wish would have been metal. That would have been a lot cooler, but rather than this yellow color, I don't know why they made it yellow. Just doesn't really fit for these guys. But anyways, as far as, it still fires pretty good. Wow. Yeah, that's holding up for all these years. That's really a good spring. There's not really much else I could say about this guy. Well, if you want to look, he has those nice white gargoyle eyes lacking the pupils. I don't know why they chose to not give him pupils. I mean, he was the one that always had the most wide eyes and was always fascinated by the wonders of the new modern age, so I don't know why they would have kept his eyes wide. Anyways, he's not that bad of a figure, and if you're a Gargoyles fan, he's definitely one to add to the collection when you're wanting to form Team Goliath. Anyways, this has been a look at Gargoyles Lexington. Once again, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed what you've seen today, please feel free to like, subscribe, or leave a comment below in the comment section. Any advice for the show will be greatly appreciated. Who knows, something you suggest may appear on the show.